She got up and quietly made her way to the bathroom. As she walked past her sister's room, she noticed her door was slightly open and she could hear Holly was asleep. She thought about the evening's events and how much she hated her big sister when suddenly an idea popped into her head. Part of her was saying it was a mean, nasty thing to even think about doing. The other part of her remembered what had happened earlier in the evening, and how much hatred she currently felt towards Holly. She quietly went downstairs to the kitchen and got a large plastic bowl, which she then filled with warm water from the kitchen tap. Maddie then made her way back upstairs and very slowly snuck into her sister's bedroom, observing that Holly appeared to be in quite a deep sleep. She put the bowl down next to her bed and gently lifted Holly's hand, being careful not to wake her, and placed it in the warm water. She stood and waited. After about 2 minutes, she was about to give up, having convinced herself it was a stupid idea that would never work, when all of a sudden she thought she could hear a faint noise. She listened closely as she began hearing a hissing sound from under the sheets which got increasingly louder. Gently lifting the duvet, her jaw dropped. She saw that Holly's pajamas were now soaking wet and her bed was soaked. She couldn't believe it, her trick had actually worked. She had somehow made big mature Holly pee her bed like a baby. Now who's acting like the baby? Not quite so perfect now, are you? Maddie thought to herself. She left the room with a massive grin on her face, not quite able to believe that she had just somehow made her 18-year-old sister have a bedwetting accident. She now couldn't wait for the morning to come around. As Holly woke up the next morning, something felt strange. As she shifted in bed, she realized something wasn't right. Around her bum felt cold and uncomfortable. As she put her hand under the covers, she realized her pajamas, underwear and bed were all soaking wet. "What the fuck?" she said out loud to herself. She pulled back the covers and stood up. Feeling around her butt and across the front of her pajamas, she felt disgusting, as she came to the realization of what had happened, that she had wet the bed. "No, I can't have. How the hell did this happen?" A frustrated and upset Holly asked herself. Examining her bed, she realized there was no hiding the massive wet patch and that she would have to quickly take her sheets and pajamas down to the washing machine if she didn't want anyone finding out. As Holly was about to do this, Mum walked into her bedroom. "Is everything all right, Holly? I heard you shouty." Mum was cut off as she noticed her daughter's soaking wet pajamas.